Hey, hey, yo, it's Monday. We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. So, here we are. We're doing it again. Back for another week. April 26th, Monday, 2021. Alive, well, we're living in the future. This is way in the future compared to when I was a kid. It's funny how fast it goes. I can see us. I think I can see us here. Hello, see Kevin. Good to see you. Keys, pants off, dance off. Sue, welcome aboard. Bob, happy Monday. Sharon, hey there yourself. We're doing it. We're here. Feeling good. Monday fun day pick. Yeah. Jake and friends. Well, Lady Jerry's got to take our daughter to basketball. She's got to get her tested. Uma, good to see you. Ready for some motivation this Monday? Yeah, great. Get that year straight for the archives. Yeah, it's 2021. I feel like I'm right about that, right? Yeah, last year was 2020, not so special. This year, 2021, super special. Killing it. Dave, happy Monday from the stand-up paddleboard. Good for you. Good for you. You're out there. You're living the dream. You're living the dream. You're enjoying your life. There. Get those stars out of the way. I had stars in my eyes there for a second. Keith, hello to you in Florida. And 2021. Yeah, 2021. Yeah, I like it, Oma. So, yes, Motivational Monday. I have a thing to talk about. I posted a video in the group chat of Rose Namajunas after her UFC win. And I like to watch the female fighters a lot of times because they get down to a little more jiu-jitsu. And this Rose Namajunas is just an awesome person. She's a great fighter, and she's also just a really great heart. And she was coming back on Saturday to try and re-get her title as champion of her weight class, which is light. She's like 114 pounds or something like that. And she had lost 2 years ago to this woman, Jessica Andrade, who in this fight, Rose was going for this Kimura, which is a lock on the arm, and she was bending over, and Jessica lifted her up and smashed her down on her neck like that. And she hit the ground, like back of her head on the ground, folded her forward. It looked like it was going to break her neck, Rose's neck, and it knocked her out. Jessica took the championship away from Rose. At the time, Rose was the champion. And it was just this brutal, like almost threw up when I saw it. It was so brutal. And then the interview afterwards, Rose was talking about, like, I'm not sure that I got to think about what I want to do going forward in the future, because it was just like, oh my God. But then she came back. She decided she wanted to come back. She trained up to fight again. And Scott, you're right. It was a high kick. And so this fight was not against the woman that she lost to. That woman lost the title. And Rose was fighting the person who held the title for her weight class. And within the first minute or so, she got this high kick, hit this woman on the side of the neck and knocked her out. And she retook the title. And in the clip that I put on the group chat, Joe Rogan is interviewing her. And he's talking about how when she was being introduced at the beginning of the fight by Bruce Buffer, he's in this corner, the challenger, blah, blah, blah. And while she's hearing that, she's kind of being loose, and she's saying over and over, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. And she's saying it to herself, but we can see her saying it. But it's not like she's telling someone else she's the best. She's telling herself she's the best. And so she wins the fight, and I apologize because I'm describing a clip that you can watch, but it was just this awesome moment when Joe Rogan asked her about how she was saying, I'm the best. You were saying, I'm the best when Bruce Buffer was listening to you. I noticed that you were saying, I'm the best, while you were being introduced at the beginning of the fight. And Joe puts the mic to her, and she goes, I am the best. And it's this awesome moment in the video, because she smiles. She just kind of realizes, like, she just won the championship. She got it back. She is the best, undeniable. And I feel like it's just great. I'm a fan of hers, and that moment was as good as the fight to me, to just see her have that realization that this thing that she'd been telling herself, she made it come true. And I feel like that's an important thing for Motivational Monday, you don't necessarily have to be telling other people you're the best, but you need to be telling yourself you're the best. You need to be doing everything to be the best. Obviously, you need to be training or writing or reading or whatever it is to be the best. You need to be preparing to be the best. But you need to be telling yourself you're the best. I was talking to someone else about this whole self-esteem is the key to high performance idea. And you got to believe it. If you want other people to ever believe it, if you want other people to ever say it, the worst is if someone says, hey, you're the best, and you got to go, maybe. That's you. You want to believe it. Whether you say it out loud to anybody else, you got to be saying it to yourself. And it's just every time I watch that video of Joe talking about it, and then putting the mic on her, and her realizing that now she could say it out loud to everyone else, and it was true. And the way she smiles, it was so great. All right. Oh, see, Kevin, you're asking, excuse your ignorance, but how do you find the group chat for the video? The group chat is the Daily Briefing Facebook group that's on the page. So you're watching this video on my Facebook page, and on that page, you can look for the group, the Daily Briefing with Jake and Belinda group. And if you ask to join, I'll then let you in, and then you can look at all the posts. I posted that today, but other people in the group are posting things that have to do with the show, and it's a way for you guys can talk to each other and all that. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dave, you finally got your taxes done today after last year's jacked year. Yeah, I've been dreading my taxes too. You're actually getting a refund. Good. You washed your Jeep for the first time. I washed my truck on Friday, and it's already kind of sticky today. Laura, you're a little bit late, but you're enjoying a tasty beer outside in Atlanta. Oh, I was inside today after jiu-jitsu. I went to the coffee place with my friend Frank, and we enjoyed a coffee inside. And I felt like I was the best. Sue, you're watching while you're waiting for your dog Phil to come out of the vet. Oh, I hope Phil's okay. Rich, sorry you're late. You had trouble getting your pants off. That happens. You got to change up your Costco routine, cheering your unbroken string of picking the most dysfunctional, non-moving cashier line every time. I have that problem too, Scott. I usually pick the shortest line. It's funny that when I go to Costco, the shortest line is often the one that's closest to the door, which you would think the other way. But anyway, Todd, Jake, you're the best stand-up in recorded history. Say it, Todd. I only say that to myself right before I fall asleep at night. So often we downplay ourselves, Rachel, saying when someone gives us a compliment or tries to encourage us, and have to learn to not do that to ourselves. I agree, Rachel. When someone gives you a compliment, it's very difficult not to downplay it, because you think that that's you being humble. But you don't have to say, I am the best. You don't have to say, I am the best. But when someone gives you a compliment, you can just say thank you. You can just say thank you. I like to say thank you. I often say I appreciate that. Or that's nice of you to say. But maybe that's even a little bit. Joni, you're saying it's been a minute. How am I? I'm good. I'm still trying to figure out how to get back in the comedy saddle, but I'm getting my set list ready. I'm working on my new material, and as soon as the stage opens up near here, I'm going to get on stage, get back in practice, and then I'm going to book something and go out there. Phil ate 3 bananas and an orange today. That's my sister's dog, and he's having a little intestinal distress. I bet. Dogs and bananas, and 3 bananas and an orange. What kind of a dog wants to eat those things? When somebody would compliment you, Bob, on a job well done, you would always defer to the people that worked for you. They were the ones that really got the job done. You just motivated them. I think that's a good way to do it too, Bob. If you're part of a team and someone gives you a compliment, it's always good to acknowledge that it's a team effort. But still, you're the best. Resting on the couch, Amy, after the second vaccine jab on Friday and colonoscopy this morning. Wow, Amy. You're doing it all. You're doing it all. No sound, Jody. That's not good. I think that's on you. That's not on me. Brad, you're saying you and Steph got your second COVID shot on Saturday. Congratulations. I'm happy to hear that. I think it's great. Whenever I hear about people not getting vaccinated or only getting the first shot, not getting the second shot, I'm like, why would you, when you can go and just receive a superpower shot into your arm, why wouldn't you take that? That's my perception of the vaccine. I feel like, look, this is a superpower. I don't have to worry. I mean, of course, I worry a little bit, but I feel like so many concerns are gone when you get those 2 shots. If it's a 2-shotter. Dave, when you get complimented for being the best, you just say, I know. I think that's a good one. Oh, you're the best. I know. Can you give a heads up when you go to work out new material? Yes, Todd, I can give a heads up for that. Are you in the LA area? Yeah, I'll definitely, if I've got a set coming up around here, believe me, when I'm going back on stage, I'm going to tell everybody here first, as soon as I know, as soon as I get that squared away. So I'm just waiting for the clubs in this area to open up, and I've kind of been a little bit antsy with myself in terms of like, oh, am I missing the beach? Do I need to try and book myself out on the road? And I think for myself, I just need to relax, because I'm trying not to act like I'm nervous about stage fright. I'm good enough, I'm young enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. I can't remember the Stuart Smalley one. I'm the best. Craig, you're the best, best in the world at not gracefully accepting compliments. Well, I doubt it. I doubt it, Craig. I doubt it, Craig. I've ham-handed a few compliments myself, but you might be the best. Keys, you're saying when you get complimented, you generally they have you confused with someone else. That's a good answer to a compliment. Oh, I really enjoyed your show. Oh, I think you mean the other guy. I think you mean the other guy. I definitely have had that happen before, though. I've had people come up at the end of the show and say, oh, you were so great. I really loved the joke about the bear on the unicycle. And I'm like, that was the feature act. But thank you. You're in Boise, but you're down fairly regularly, Todd. Oh, great. Your agent's in Studio City. Well, my agent's moving to Nashville. So I know the feeling of not being where your agent is. Rich, whenever people compliment you, you assume they're being sarcastic. Well, I've got a lot of comedian friends, so I know what that is like. Is this a real compliment or is this sarcasm? Sometimes when Lady Jerry says, I love you, I think she's being sarcastic. That's not healthy. I'm the best. I am the best. I am the best. So I know that's sort of brief for the Motivational Monday, but I think you'll enjoy that clip. And if you look at her, Rose Namajunas, Namajunis, if you look at that fight with Jessica Andrade and you see that loss, in the clips that you can see there, it's not quite as, it's more brutal than it looks, some of them. The bear on the unicycle was the opening act, Dave. So I thought maybe I'll read a question from the question box. What's your favorite month of the year? Come on, question box. What if someone asked you that? What if someone asked you that? Out of like, this is a way to not get the other person's phone number. You meet someone. I really love that bit where you smash the watermelon. No, Craig, that was Gallagher. Yeah, the Sledge-O-Matic. No, that was a different guy. I did one time have someone come up and tell me that I was one of their 3 favorite comedians, and the other 2 were Howie Mandel and Andrew Dice Clay. It was a funny trio, but I love the idea of the 3 of us in a van touring around the country. Scott, you're saying Jazz Fest is in April and May. Yes, last weekend in April, first weekend in May. It's going on right now. First weekend on WWOZ is over, and second weekend starts again on Thursday. Unfortunately, I sort of spaced out or was busy this weekend, and I'm ashamed that I wasn't listening to it. But I've been a little, I have to say, this idea of getting back out there on the road. What is your favorite month of the year? Yeah, April and May, Scott? Yeah, it could be. April is a great month because of Jazz Fest. I have to say, when our daughter was little, Halloween, that month from Halloween, well, I loved Halloween because it was about her. The big family holidays, not so crazy about it. But then again, also kind of nice because I do cook on them. I don't know. Yeah, it might be April. It might be April because I always go first weekend. So that's my Jazz Fest month. So that maybe that's my favorite month. Although this year, in-person Jazz Fest, this is virtual Jazz Fest, festing in place on WWOZ this last weekend and next weekend. But in-person Jazz Fest this year for 2021 is going to be in October, so they say, but we'll see. Robinson, you're late because you got your second shot of Pfizer today. Well, that is a legitimate excuse, and I will allow it. What does the Venn diagram look like for germaphobe Howie, Dice, and Jake? I don't know. We're all going to need a nap. I think I can say that for sure. But yeah, Howie doesn't like. He's not a shake hands. He was a fist bumper or a wink and pointer way before COVID. So, and I'm not sure about Dice on that. I've only met Dice one time, and that was when we did this movie together. God, what was the name of it? It was directed by Genevieve Robert, who was married to Ivan Reitman, and I was edited out of the movie, but there was a wedding scene where I was in the same. I had to shoot on the same day with Dice, so we met on the set, and he was very nice to me, and it was a nice day. He was larger than life. I will say that about him. Your favorite month depends on where you are in Austin. December Keys, you saying, is always good. In Minnesota, not so much. Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, I would say back in when I was back in a Wisconsin and Iowa mode, what would my favorite month be then? I did sort of like the fall, and the spring could be kind of muddy, but I think May sounds pretty nice to me. May. And maybe November. Going out on the road, Carl, you're saying? I thought you were finally going to take Grandma's advice and go back to school. Carl, yeah, well, maybe so. I'm going to have to go back to school if I want to go back on the road, that's for sure. I got to go back to school, the school of me. I got to go back and listen to tapes of my act and watch some videos to see what material I was doing right before the pandemic that I want to keep doing, and then think about what material I want to do going forward, what I want to be talking about. Rich, you like November, 3 holidays? Yeah, November, it's hard to argue with November. Christmas and New Year's are always sort of dodgy. I can be a little depressed those months, but Thanksgiving's pretty good. Dave, you're saying you like to think most of us are like Howie. he just had the balls to say, no, I'm not shaking your nasty, sweaty hand. Dave, I'm not that guy. I like shaking hands. After shows, often it could get a little too many handshakes. My hand would get a little bit sore. But I'm a handshaker. I'm a hugger. I like when I see someone else that I know or I greet someone. I like to have a physical, tactile sense at them. I hope that doesn't sound too pervy, but I'm not a perv. I'm the best. I'm not a perv. I'm the best. What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with me? May, because it ends with your birthday. Amy, oh, that's nice. I have to say my birthday is not as important to me as Lady Jerry's birthday is to her, but that we have all our birthdays. Mine, our daughter Fanula's birthday is the day before my birthday, so hers is July 27th, mine is July 28th, and then Lady Jerry Belinda's birthday is August 5th. So we have a birthday week, which is kind of similar, but in the summer, to that Christmas New Year's holiday where it's just one thing after another, and that's a pretty nice week. I do have to say, my birthday is not super important, but because it's everybody's birthday, I try and get into it, and I'm in the sweet spot too, because our daughter goes first, so everybody's excited about her birthday, and then I'm the next day, so I can kind of keep it low a little bit, and then we all have a chance to regroup and really blow the doors off for Lady Jerry's birthday, because she is like a 9-year-old about her birthday. She really likes a good birthday. So, Scott, what are you saying? Events are shifting to per table reservation there, so you don't have to get a Jake and. So you'd have to get a Jake and. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure what that get a Jake and means, but events are shifting to per table. Oh, I see. So you need to, if you're going to go out and see a show, you need you and your significant other plus someone else and someone else. You need because you got to buy a 4-top, I guess is what you're saying. Maybe not. You shook hands for the first time this last week, Keys. Yeah, I started back at jiu-jitsu, and since then, if I see people who are up for it, I'll shake hands. I still have some friends who are like mask all the time and stand back and all that. You've been listening to some old albums on Spotify. Single Jake dropped a lot of F-bombs. Yeah, Rich. Well, I still drop an F-bomb or two at the comedy club. I'm trying not to swear so much here, but I'll drop an F-bomb or two. I feel like we're grown-ups. It's a nightclub. You have to be 21 to get in there. Unlike the internet. You got babies on this damn thing. But yeah, I considered for a little while going the, I love Brian Regan and I love Jim Gaffigan, and those guys made the decision kind of early on to go completely family friendly, and I really considered it as a calculated move to reach a bigger audience or sell more tickets, and I was just like, for me, I felt like it was too, like I really want to say those F-bombs. When I'm on stage in a nightclub, I'm kind of like Lady Jerry when she's on the daily briefing. I really like to drop the F-bomb every once in a while. It just makes me feel human. Jake, were you friendly with Carl LeBove? Yes, I was friendly with him. I wasn't friends with him, but we knew each other. Has he passed away? Oh, I'm sorry to hear the way you're putting that in the past tense. I'm friendly with him when I see him. I haven't seen him in a long time. I've probably seen him we've been together, hanging out, having a conversation, maybe a handful of times in my 38-year career. But yes, he's a friendly guy, and he really changed and got, sober and everything, because when he was back in the day, opening for Kinnison and stuff, he was a bit of a different dude. Oh, Amy, I'm not sure what you're answering there, but yes, on Friday, you believe. Yeah, so, on a side note, speaking of days of the week, today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, and tomorrow on Tuesday, I'm going to have to, there's not going to be a show tomorrow because Fanula has a basketball game tomorrow at 3. And so no show tomorrow, Tuesday. Yes, there will be a show on Wednesday. So we'll do the Bible and Letter from Grandma on Wednesday. And Thursday will be a regular show. Friday is still a little bit of a question mark because Fanula may have another basketball game on Friday, and I'm the dad who wants to be. Listen, when you're the old dad and you're trying to make, and you've only got one kid, and you're trying to make sure that when they're in their 30s or 40s, and you need someone to help you navigate the last few years of your life in the nursing home, trying to figure out how the virtual reality headset is so that I can finally take that ski weekend with Angelina Jolie or Scarlett Johansson that I always wanted. When I need my daughter to help me do that, I want to make sure that she can look back and remember that I went to all of her basketball games. So, of course, I love watching her play and I love her, but it's just smart to go to all her games. And also, she's the best, so I want to see her play. Bob, yeah, thank you. My daughter does come before this, and I get it. Shouldn't you have a double header the next day when you miss a show? Mark, it's good to see you, Mark. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe we'll go extra long with the Bible story tomorrow. That's what everybody wants. Go extra long with the Bible story on Wednesday because I missed the show on Tuesday. Yeah, that's like one of those solutions that your teacher would have in 6th grade, and you'd be like, no, that's not what we wanted. Rachel, you're saying it's so important for you to be there for your kids while they're still around. This is coming from a recent empty nester. Yeah, Rachel, I feel it. This is her sophomore year, which has been in absentia, and this is an opportunity for her to be back. We've got 2 more years with our daughter in high school, and I want to go to all the games of hers that I can. Obviously, if I had a gig and I was out of town, that would be an acceptable excuse, but I can't miss for this. So no show tomorrow on Tuesday, but yes, I'll see everybody here on Wednesday, and hopefully Lady Jerry will be here. Christella, and then Friday, like I say, is a question mark, and Christella is in Joshua Tree. If you're following her on Instagram, you know this. So that's all that. I'll see you guys all on Wednesday. Remember, you're the best. Say it to yourself. Say to yourself, I'm the best. Say I'm the best. When you're getting ready to go into something, if it's a job interview or a presentation or just before you go into the Starbucks to order your coffee, just keep, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. And when they say, can I help, who's next? Let them have it. I'm the best. You're the best. All right, it's time for Seize the Day. Maybe have Nigel do a guest host on Tuesday. Yeah. Nigel, I think is technologically, I don't think he could do that, but I'll tell you, I missed coffee with Nigel today. He texted me, but I was at jiu-jitsu, getting knocked over by younger men. So here we go. Today's Seize the Day. I'm going to see if I can find one that I like as much as, Today's Seize the Day, Mark Jaffe. Today's Seize the Day is from Michael J. Fox. Mark Jaffe is big in, along with his wife, Karen, in raising money to benefit Parkinson's, Michael J. Fox's charity. So so how do I know Nigel Keys? Nigel, I know, he's a comedian. We worked together at Irvine, at the Improv in Irvine, which is about an hour south of here on the freeway. We just happened coincidentally to be booked together, and we really hit it off. And then we realized we lived 5 blocks away, and now we're in love. There you go. So Michael J. Fox, today sees the day. That's the way I look at things. If you focus on the worst case scenario and it happens, you've lived it twice. It sounds like Pollyanna-ish tripe, but I'm telling you, it works for me. I think there's a little bit missing at the beginning of this. He always expects the best, because if you focus on the worst case scenario and it happens, you've lived it twice. It sounds like Pollyanna-ish tripe, but he's telling you it works for him to focus on the bright side of life, as Monty Python would say, or tell yourself you're the best. And if you find out that's not true, at least you only had that happen one time. And you might be the best next time. That's what happened to Rose Namajunas. She lost the title, and when she went back to take it back, she told herself she was the best. She went out there and proved it. And you can see her react to that. It was great. It was great. Laura's saying she misses getting knocked over by younger men. Damn pandemic. Yeah, well, Laura, it's going to happen again for you. Bob says saying that you spent your morning getting knocked over by younger men might be misconstrued by somebody not as familiar with you as you are. Yes, Bob, that's right. It was at jiu-jitsu, everybody. But I don't care if you think I was getting knocked over by a series of younger men who were interested in making love to me. That would be sort of complimentary in a weird, sexually harassing way. But anyway, I've enjoyed my Monday. I hope you're enjoying your Monday. I will see you all on Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. Don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. And remember, before you go into that Starbucks this week, before you go into your local coffee place, before you order your donut, before you say good morning to your significant other, tell yourself, I'm the best. All right. See you all tomorrow.